Everything in those past 20 years is a lie? That's what you're telling us right now? And that is where the true, real danger lies. How the hell do you turn him face now? Again, if that was the plan, because if you turn him face, but everything he was a lie anyways, are you going to believe anything he says now? Because he was saying, yo, the whole 20 years I was just messing with y'all. Y'all thought I was a good guy, ha ha ha, laughing, nice guy with you and on your side. But the whole time, nah, man, I was the opposing enemy, man. The whole time I was manipulating y'all. The whole time I was leading y'all on. The whole time I was just extorting y'all and getting money from y'all. And you know what I'm saying? Having y'all buy my t-shirt. So I just wanted to just say exactly what you wanted me to say or exactly what you didn't want me to say so you can not like me or whatever the hell. I was in control the whole time. I was playing y'all the whole time. So is anything he was saying in the 20-year run real then? So how do you have that come to Jesus moment? How do you come back to the good side now? That's the danger, because now it's like, okay, well, we ain't gonna believe you. You was never real. That's worrisome. That's dangerous, right? Where if you would have probably done what the original plan probably was, which was just to align with The Rock and be some sort of unstoppable, unhinged monster that was controlled by somebody else at some point. Okay, maybe he's gonna cut ties with The Rock, or he has to go back to the good side, or he's like, you know, I don't want to be controlled no more. I want to be me again. I want to be with the people again. I want to be that people's hero again. And that is a way you always could have turned him back face. Now, and I appreciate how deep they're going. I appreciate how they're trying to make it make sense. But ooh, that's a dangerous move, man. Because I'm like, yo, I don't know if you can even turn the guy back face now, unless they want him to retire as a heel, which is completely fine. It's just still, it kind of spoils those past 20 years, right? As much as I wanted to see Cena as a heel, I'm like, yo, man, but like, you will never, what you're saying never really mattered. Like, I wanted to believe in you, John. Like, you know what I mean? These kids is making a wish. You making a wish for these kids. And that was all a lie. What? You were playing us the whole time, John? How could you, John? Like, how could you ever come back to the good side now? Authentically, realistically, without just making it contrived once again. That's the problem I have. How are you going to have a justifiable way to become a good guy now again? Dangerous, like I said, unless you never plan to become a good guy, which is still dangerous from a legacy standpoint, because when his career is done, he's going to default to a good guy when he's not a part of wrestling, right? When he's just a regular guy doing podcasts, doing interviews, he's a good guy. So that's kind of weird then. I don't know how you're going to, I don't know, man. So that's why I don't know, man. Was this whole thing worth it in the end? Because there's some things done now that come like these things is going to be undoable. You can't go back now. You said what you said, John. You can't go back. And I guess, fine, it's just wrestling. But still, man, it's still something, you know, that it's going to affect legacy-wise. So a little bit of a dangerous move. It makes you wonder, should they have just had the original plan, the OG plan, which probably was just be a face and run out this final year in your career, everybody clapping and cheering along and excited for that 17th title victory, and just keep it at that. Sometimes keeping it simple is better than overcomplicating things, right? I don't know. So, you know what? We'll see, man. It's interesting because, like, you can see the style that they're doing right now, how they're booking things, Triple H and Cole. It's like they're looking at live feedback from the crowd in attendance, live feedback from what you see on the internet, from content creators like moi. But it's kind of a dangerous thing because we're seeing a couple different things, many things at WrestleMania, where it's kind of like you can kind of see the point where they had something in motion and then they switched it and shifted another way, and now it's like feels kind of spoiled, kind of, I don't know, right? Like I thought AJ Styles was gonna go against Braun Breaker. Well, apparently not anymore. I thought Seth Rollins was gonna go against CM Punk. Apparently now it's a triple threat. I thought Seth was gonna go against Roman. Apparently now it's a triple threat. Drew McIntyre, lukewarm feud with Damian Priest. You know, certain things they're switching and changing on the fly, which is nice. I appreciate that. That's something unique unique to wrestling, which is amazing. You can't really do that in a normal television show or whatever because it's pre-taped. It's not really live, living and breathing. So nice that they're using that now, which is something they haven't used as much back in the day. It was like Vince McMahon decided on an idea or who he's going to push, and that was that, and he was going to see it through regardless of the reaction. So I like how they're really being very real time and making switches and making changes, and it worked to perfection last year with The Rock when they tried to replace him with Cody Rhodes and have him go against Roman instead, and which is an absolute dream match. But I mean, through them switching and changing and looking at how the crowd reacted and rejected The Rock in favor of Cody, well, they made an amazing WrestleMania 40 moment, which also created the final boss, which is, I mean, some magnificent stuff that was created out of that real, very real moment. And now we got a whole second career run from the great one, from The Rock, which was now the final boss, which is very interesting, something they can use for years if they want, regardless of if he's an active wrestler or not. He pretty much is like that new Vince McMahon super villainous heel boss character now. So that's cool. But some stuff not so cool. And this one does worry me because I feel like there's been multiple switches and changes. Right? And now they have him going, okay, well, we really want to make sure the fan supports Cody, and now we got to really make Cena unlikable, and make it justifiable. Cool, but some dangerous things that can't be undone. So I'm a little worried, you know what I mean? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully they make it all work, and hopefully it's all worth it in the end. Anyways, with that being said, I got to make sure this video reaches its end now, because it's gone on for way too long. Come on, you know it, I know it, man, but it is what it is. All right, man. So let me know how y'all feel about this. Let me know how y'all feelings is about this. Mixed emotions, kind of like me. Mixed reaction, kind of like me. Mixed feelings, kind of like me, or what? Are y'all in favor of it? Y'all not in favor of it? What do you think? It should have stayed face. Heel turn is cool, but it should have done it another way. What y'all think? Let me know. Anyways, man, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I gots to go. Okay, so boom, bam, bim. Yeah.